Fans of superheroes, thank you for tuning in this morning to the adventures of Supra Ultra Liberal Left Man versus the mediocre right wing. We join the story when super ultra liberal left man, a hero of great acclaim, is standing surveying the land around him. Super ultra liberal left man is farm raised and publicly educated. He believes in protecting those who need help. He surveys the land. Unbeknownst to him is that mediocre right wing man is standing ground, thinking about his minions and how they might control this terrible landscape. But we must think first about the power of supra ultra liberal left man, who, when he sees that 1 in 4 people in the city of Meadville live in poverty, he wishes to sweep to action to help them. When he sees people trying to dismantle the schools, he says that is not okay. And when he sees people looking at French Creek, pouring toxic chemicals into it, he says that is not something that can stand on my watch. But meanwhile, the mediocre right wing has his dastardly plans. So when super ultra liberal left man, a Democrat, says, let us look at the issue of 1 in 4 people living in poverty. Let us work to find a more equitable and just economy for all. Mediocre right-wing man who was born of a copy of Ayn Rand's The Fountainhead that was immersed in a vat of bubbling Fox News and perhaps processed cheese, says, I shall release the trolls. The trolls run out, and the trolls say, no, you can't help the people in poverty. They must be drug tested, for they are foul people who are not deserving of respect. But super ultra liberal left man says, no, we must help them. We must also stop those who wish to dismantle the schools. Release the trolls, says mediocre right-wing man, and the trolls attack those who wish to stop the dismantling of schools and say that our children do not need public education. When super ultra liberal left man says maybe we shouldn't dump toxic waste in our waters and poison our future, mediocre right wing man says, release the trolls! And the trolls vote to make it legal to pour toxic waste into all of our land. This is a harrowing moment where we have to wonder, how can we possibly stop all of these trolls who have been released into the world? So, this is actually really stupid, isn't it? This is what I'm talking about in the election this year. You may have seen in the last week that my opponent is calling me super ultra liberal left man from the mediocre right wing, sending out the trolls who somehow believe that helping the people who need help in Crawford and Erie County is bad for us. That this would be the sort of person we don't want in our state legislature. State legislature, it's hard when you've been doing the superhero voice. But mediocre right wing man just wants the trolls to come out and shout down all of the good people who are trying to make a difference in the world, who don't believe that the unjust economy we live in is fair, and that 1 in 4 people live in poverty in our neck of the woods is not okay. And just saying that's fine is not okay. The people who are trying to dismantle our schools, that's not okay. And that not protecting our environment, allowing people to poison it, that is not okay. I am proud to be super ultra liberal left man, and I will always fight against the mediocre right wing. And I think most of us also want to, because, I need to turn back to the cam here for a second. There is a superpower that many might not imagine is out there. Here, super ultra liberal left man sometimes isn't so good at the super screen. So there is a secret weapon to fight the trolls that have been released upon the land, and that is the power of the people, who all come with ballots in their hand, who shall vote en masse on November 3rd against the forces of the mediocre right wing, so we can vanquish the trolls and vanquish the mediocre right wing, and so we can have the future that we desire. I hope you'll join me in voting on November 3rd. Today, we need to think about the fact that it is the 26th of October. We are 1 week and 1 day from a really crucial election up and down the ballot. Tomorrow is the deadline to apply for mail-in ballots, which you can still do. And that also means it is the deadline for early in-person voting. If you wish to do that, you can still go to your county courthouse, to the Board of Elections, and request your mail-in ballot there, fill it out there, and submit it. We need to vote in overwhelming numbers in this part of the country to send a message to everyone that we are not controlled by the forces of the mediocre right wing. No matter how loud they shout, no matter how much they try to troll you, no matter how much they try to distort the ideas that you have, let's vote for super ultra liberal left man. Have a good Monday.